Here, yeah, it's going to cool off. Here is the kick. This time, I think it's going to be, no, it's not going to be returnable. A couple of yards into the end zone. It wasn't as strong as his first kick, but it still made it into the end zone. So the Cherokees, once again, are going to pick this ball up at the 20-yard line.
Just got to get it going. I mean, you got to cross the 50, got it in the right side of the field. Just got to keep it going, not get kind of dropped for any losses, of course.
Yep, just got bogged down there. Looked like they were on their way after the first couple of plays, but the Soddy Daisy defense really bowed up and did a nice job stopping the Cherokees. So here we go again. Again, 5 out. Four receivers out. Dyer was back in the backfield there. He gets the carry over the right-hand side. He's going to carry some players up to about the 20. I think they're going to mark it at the 24.
Ran over their left defensive tackle right there. Got a couple of more yards off of that.
One thing I noticed looking at their starters, they've got some experience at skill positions, but both of their lines have some young players. I think 2 freshmen starting. If I'm not, they were on offense.
Looking at their roster last night, I think it was 20+ on both sophomores and freshmen listed.
Here is a handoff again to Dyer, but he's going to be met in the backfield, and he wiggles his way, pushes his way up to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So they're still going to be right there at the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. This Soddy Daisy defense has only given up 55 points in 4 games, and 35 of that came last week against Ray County. They're the second fewest. That's the second fewest points allowed in our region. So they're showing that they do have a tough defense here. Again, here's Peanut Dyer, but he's going to be hit immediately, and a flag comes down. And I don't know what that is for exactly. I mean, unless that's hitting a defenseless player or something. If you were
that's what I'm thinking it
college or
be.
pro football, but it came out right at the hit. But it looked like a pretty good stick, actually, unless that is a rule in high school football.
And it could be just the timing of when it happened. And
they're going to wave it off.
They're going to wave it off.
Yeah, so I don't know. He didn't get there early. He timed it up just perfect, and really Peanut didn't have a chance at that. They have watched enough film of play 1 from last week that they have somebody on Peanut coming out of the backfield.
And Peanut's kind of shaken up, and he has not come off the field, so they're going to check him out and kind of stop this clock.
Yep, he is just about 2 yards onto the field, but they're attending to him. So with 6:14 to go, Soddy Daisy leads 7-0. We're going to be punting to him, but let's take a 30-second break. 30-second break.
Courage, unity.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today.
Gets an end-over-end kick that hits at about the 48-yard line. Takes a Cherokee bounce. Going to bounce inside the 45, inside the 35, to the 34-yard line. And here comes a late flag in the middle of the field.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be on McMinn, just kind of keeping the blocks going a little bit too late.
Yeah, maybe after the whistle, so that might cost them. The ball setting again, well, they really mark it on the 34-yard line, we'll call it, after the punt. But if that goes 15 against the Cherokees, it's going to be up near midfield. Well, guess what?
Okay.
It's going back the other way. Looks like it's a holding on Soddy Daisy. So they will mark off a penalty.
Take that one.
But the flag was thrown right at where we saw a Cherokee take another player down. I thought that was a late hit.
Kind of rolling around the McMinn logo at center field, and they definitely thought it was maybe even going to be offsetting. But
so this is going to go back to, it's going to be 15 yards. It must have been more than holding.
And he gave the sideline warning, which usually isn't a yardage penalty on the first call.
So Soddy Daisy will get it at their own 19-yard line. So that helped, 15 yards after the punt.
Every time.
So Tucker Ross brings his team back out. This time he's going to roll to his right, looking for a receiver. He has somebody open, but Drake Frazier jumped right in front of the pass and knocked it away at the last second.
Great play by Frazier coming off the sideline area back to the middle on the little corner route there and tipped it away at the last second. Heads-up play by Drake.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's 7-0. Soddy Daisy in the lead right now. Ross in the backfield at quarterback. Alexander back there. Straight back to pass. Now he's going to look to run, which we know he can do. He gets away, breaks to the left side. Now he's going to throw deep, and the ball stays up in the air around.
Defense.
Yeah, I think Gage Hester got his hand up there at the last second. That looked like that might be a complete pass for a big play, and Hester, what I saw, Jared, is he's got that hand in there at the very last second to mark it away.
I think it's back-to-back deflected passes.
Yeah.
Well, that's Cherokee secondary, and that right there, the way Ross was running, I mean, almost looked like he'd come across the line of scrimmage and then tried to throw it. But
he scrambled straight up the middle. Yep. It looked like that's the way he was going to run, stepped back, and then started rolling to the left side, the far side. That's hard to play as a safety, too.
Yes.
You almost felt like he had committed to run. Straight back to pass. It's a quick pass, and it falls incomplete, but there's a flag down. And the defender got there maybe just a bit early. That's a tough call.
It's one of those where it probably technically is the right call, but the ball was thrown offline of where the receiver was at anyway.
Yeah,
so.
he was not going to catch the football. But I don't know that they're going to term this uncatchable. They are talking about it, though.
They're bringing the far official or the near side official over.
Yep. So now we're waiting for the call along with you and the head officials. And I think they're
waving it off. There we go.
Wow. Okay. Well, they did talk about it, and I guess it was uncatchable. If I was Soddy Daisy, I'd at least be complaining about that, I believe.
Yeah.
But we will take it. 3 incomplete passes. Drew Bottoms was right there, though. I felt like he got there just a tad early. Might have even got blocked into him, to be honest with you.
Well, that's part of it.
That
kind of got the wide receiver screen going.
So here is the punt. It's a low end over end. It looks like it could be returnable, and it is picked up at the 45-yard line and going to push forward to midfield, maybe the 49 of Soddy Daisy. I didn't catch the number. So Bottoms back there. He's breathing a sigh of relief after the no call.
Yeah. Go back there and return it and get positive yards.
I'm hearing the USC fight song across the way, the USC Trojans. And
yep.
So they're taking off on that. That's pretty good. So McMinn's going to take it right at midfield for their third possession of the quarter. And, man, they really need to put some points on the board right here.
Good to see Peanut Dyer back in the backfield. So
yes.
Not shaking up too bad on that play. Spartan Lyle in at the halfback position.
Low snap, but they do get it handed off to Peanut. He looks better than ever right now. Up inside the 45, they're going to be giving him, I think, the 43-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 7 to the Soddy Daisy 43.
Emery King, the linebacker for Soddy Daisy, got a free ride right there. Yeah. Peanut drug him. The only thing he could do was dig his knee into the ground to stop him.
They might have made Peanut mad with that last hit. Here is Peanut again, and, boy, he's met that time at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard back to the 44.
Yep. And,
again, you got to give some credit to Soddy Daisy right now. They're just not allowing a big play at the moment.
That 3-4 front, it's kind of, I mean, they're using that extra backer as a run defender there. And
yeah.
I will say the 3 up front, Blaine Yother, 6'3", 235, is the biggest one out there.
Straight back to pass. Lawson, now he's going to scramble, run up the middle. He's going to have a first down, slides down. Kind of got hit from behind there a little bit. No call on that one. He's going to have the first down, though, and that was a nice decision. Not only a nice decision, quick decision.
Quick decision, kind of uses his speed to escape the blitz there and sidestep it. And that's when McMinn's going to be successful offensively in every facet, is when Luke's able to use his feet, because we know his arm, we know what Peanut can do rushing.
Yep.
It's him being able to get out of situations. That's what's going to help.
Ball at the 36-yard line, and here's a completed pass down the sideline. Is that Gonzalez? It's going to be
Kessler.
Oh, and the official goes down on the far sideline. He took a hit over there as well, and he's still down. This is not good.
Kessler and the defender were fighting over position on the sideline, and I'll be honest, Kessler had given up because he stepped out of bounds. He knew the play was over, but the official may have taken a helmet straight to the face.
Yeah, he's still he's just face down right now. So the play is good for a first down. That's insignificant at the moment. Just want to report that to you. But with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Soddy Daisy leads 7-0, and we're going to take a 60-second break.
Dinner?
Your call.
Someplace inexpensive.
Man.
Burgers, tacos, pizza.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus by signing up for an Old National Bank checking account.
King crab, foie gras,
that's good.
caviar.
Earn up to a $650 bonus.
I'm pretty
when you
sure.
open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities.
I'll order a car.
What?
Or maybe his
Old
glasses.
National Bank.
Yeah.
Just another reason to get old.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply. Like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply. We're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
We're back at Cherokee Stadium. The official that was hit on the sideline is back up, which is a great sign. I'm wondering if he's staying. I don't think he's going to stay in the game.
No, he's behind the Soddy Daisy bench right now. McMinn's training staff, at least both of them went, but I think, both of them are still over there dealing with it, and saw him picking up some stuff, so I think he might have had glasses on, so maybe broken glasses, something like that, but they are behind Soddy's bench, going to take care of him.
But if he has broken glasses, then he took a shot to the face, and that's dangerous over there. And that, I tell you, it can get on you quickly if you're standing on the sideline. That's for sure. Well, it was enough for the first down to the 11-yard line, and that's where the Cherokees have it. We're about to go back to play here, and the officials, I suppose, either had an alternate or they've made adjustments.
Yeah.
But we're ready to play football here. Peanut Dyer's in the backfield. Lawson looking over to the sideline.
I like
play call.
This three-wide set over here. You only got really two guys marking him. Kessler looks like he's going to get a linebacker on him. And he's wide open.
And there he is into the end zone. Jared, you called it just perfectly and I think you saw exactly what the McMinn coaches and what Luke Lawson saw. And he was wide open into the end zone for the touchdown for the Cherokees. And, boy, they needed that one, Jared.
They really did. And Kessler is becoming the favorite of Luke Lawson, and part of it is just because of his pure size.
Yeah.
And it just a quickly thrown ball to an open wide receiver.
All right, Mike. Kraskauskas comes in for the point after. He caught a 2-point conversion last week.
Yes, he did.
That's pretty impressive. Here's the snap to Bottoms. It's down. The kick is up. And Kraskauskas has done it again. It's good. So 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a tie game here between Soddy Daisy and McMinn. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Simmons Bank is proud to support McMinn County High School athletics. Simmons takes pride in being a community bank that invests in friends and neighbors, especially those who root for the Cherokees. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ready to take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are designed with your busy life in mind. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our online classes make it possible to finish your degree on your terms. Degrees are offered in business, criminal justice, and nursing. Join a Tennessee Wesleyan family that's dedicated to your success with personalized support to help you every step of the way. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, here's the kick by Kraskauskas. It's going to be taken right at the 1-yard line. Ball carrier up to the 15, finds some running room to the 25, up over the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
That was the senior wide receiver, Aiden Hollis, running that one back.
So
there for a while, I thought he was going to be free.
Yeah, pretty good field position right there for Soddy Daisy to take over. We got a good football game going here tonight.
Much different than last week, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I guess you could look at it that way, but still,
But entertaining.
Yes. You'd almost rather be close sometimes than the blowouts that are not showing you anything.
We just want to make sure we pull away, right?
Just make sure there's a win at the end.
So here's a handoff. I think that's Alexander. He pushes forward. In fact, he's still pushing, so is their line. He's going to get up close to the 39-yard line. That looked like we had that stopped for something less than that, but he picks up 4 yards out of it. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. 3:16 to go here in the first quarter. Tie game, 7-7.
And that's the thing about this game. These two teams not playing since 2016. There's not a lot of familiarity between the players out here right now. So there's not a lot for both sides that they know to look for against a team like Soddy Daisy.
Here is a handoff. It's a kind of a cross-buck play. Not much there. I think that was Collison who got the carry over the left side. They faked it to Alexander on the right side, then hand it back to Collison, but he gets it over the 40. We'll call it the 41. It's a gain of 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. It's a long 4.
Got the 6'4" Waters down here. He's got Frazier on him. He's their biggest target.
And here is a handoff to Alexander. Nicely played there. Akers met him at the line of scrimmage, and that's as far as he was going.
Outstanding play there by Bryson Akers. And just, as you said, met him right where he needed to, pushed him back.
So the ball is going to be marked right at the 41. There was no gain on the play. Akers, of course, Bryson Akers, 6 foot, 200 pound. He's a junior, so there's you a guy that's coming back next year. Not that we're thinking about next year, but I like to see plays by people that we can count on again next year.
When you got 2 seniors on either side of him, that kind of.
Caleb Williams, who does the kicking, also does the punting, and here he is, and the ball's going to be taken at the 19-yard line by Bottoms, a near face mask, but there's no call there. The official was right on it. Might have hit just his helmet, but he's going to be taken down after a short return, and I think the ball's about at the 24-yard line.
And that return got a little, I think the face mask, what looked like the face mask potentially was also showed glimpses of maybe the ball getting stripped out too. And I could hear some of the coaching staffs through our microphone say, get down, just get down.
Yeah. When you get stood up, then people really start going after the football.
Yep. And we've seen them score in quick fashion. 1:35 left in the first. We'll see if they can take the lead before the end of the first.
And Soddy Daisy, it appears, has jumped offside, so that's going to cost them 5 yards.
Yep.
Unless they were pulled. I don't think that's the case.
No, head referee took that one. He said it's offside.
I'm getting a whiff of caramel corn.
Yeah, they got I think one of the, I think it's Big Daddy's kettle corn down there. Caramel flavor. It all smells good from our vantage point.
It does. Every now and then it just wafts up here, and I'm ready to go get a bag. 1st down and 5 now. Here's a fake handoff to Peanut Dyer, thrown on the far side. I think that's Goodner.
It is, but it's going to come back.
There is a call. There is a flag down in the middle of the field, way back at the line of scrimmage. It was a nice pickup. Was going to be enough for the 1st down. Chains are moving, and they probably shouldn't be.
Expect it's going to, it's a holding.
It is a holding, so I hope they can reset those chains because they just took off with them as if it was a 1st down and there was no flag. I'm sure they can figure that out. But the flag is at the 29-yard line of McMinn.
Should go back to the 19.
I think that will be the case.
Maybe.
Unless they mark it from the line of scrimmage, which was the 24. Well, it's downfield, though.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have been downfield, so.
Just
They are going to take it back to the 19. Is that right?
Yep. Just do it all over again.
Yep. So with the penalty, it's going to be second down and 15. That's right. They did mark it from the line of scrimmage because it was 1st and 5.
Yeah, it should be first because it would be replay the down.
Yeah. So here's Luke Lawson keeping it. Now he turned it back in but got himself into some traffic.
That one, I thought he was going to be able to get a little bit more, but that kind of defensive end got out there and closed it up pretty quickly.
They do close quickly, and now the ball is sitting at the 23-yard line, so it was a pickup of 4. We believe it is second down, but they're showing 3rd down on the sticks. 38 seconds to go. And I wish someone would note that.
Yes. Somebody on that field down there, get that adjusted.
Cherokee's looking to the sideline for the play call. Back to pass. Lawson looking downfield, and he's got a man over the middle. It's Goodner. And now he's going to fight forward over the 35 to the 40. He caught it, made a turn, and actually went backwards about 3 yards before turning back around and getting that yardage back. So he's up to the 40 for a first down for McMinn. So the question about 2nd or 3rd down is not going to matter. 4 seconds to go. They're not going to get a play off here. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play. So the Cherokees ending on a positive note. They're going to have it 1st down and 10 when we return for the second quarter. But at the end of one, Soddy Daisy 7, McMinn County 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Seasons are changing, and there's no better time to start thinking about new flooring and cabinets. Osmond Flooring.
Practice time's over. It's football time in McMinn County. Go Cherokees!
Here the game's tied. Soddy Daisy 7, McMinn County 7. And so, Jared, an entertaining first half. I still feel like we're attaining some control of this game anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think first several series, both teams trying to figure each other out. And McMinn, I do feel like, has a little bit more there.
Here's a handoff to Gonzalez straight up the middle. He had come in motion from his wideout position. That's something we haven't seen.
Yeah, a different look there. Gonzalez, he's a shifty receiver out there and making some moves, getting positive yardage on that.
Gets up to the 45, so it's a gain of 5 yards. Still at the McMinn 45 for second down, 2nd and 5.
Score of interest update, McMinn Central and Scott County are tied 7-7 right now.
All right, same as we have here. Here's a pass that's going to be just overthrown to the near side of the field. Drake Frazier was there, could not made a dive at it, but couldn't come up with the pass. So
and that's down. Kind of a pass that got rushed there as blitz coming in. Luke was able to get the throw off as he's getting hit and kind of had to zip it a little quicker maybe than he wanted to, and Drake made an effort at it.
I'm taking a look at defensive end Blaine Yoder, 6'3", 235. easy target, and then they don't realize how quick Gonzalez is once he gets. We do.
Yeah.
You do for sure. Seeing him play basketball and how quick he is out there, and he shows that from his wide receiver position.
Just an outstanding play.
Kraskaskas up for the attempt. I think there's a flag down, so we're going to keep it right here for just a moment. There's a flag down in the middle of the field. The kick is good.
Everybody's running off the field.
For the moment, 14-0. Might be that they can take this flag on the kickoff. Let's see. Personal foul against Soddy Daisy. Well, 11:08 to go in the second quarter. McMinn's taking the lead, 14-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Between two major Tennessee cities, perfectly placed in the foothills of the Smokies, you'll find a unique community filled with extraordinary people. Students who are full of inquiry. They discover who they are and who they were created to be. Faculty who are more than teachers. They are mentors guiding the next great generation. People are the heartbeat of Tennessee Wesleyan University. We are because you are.
30-second break. The score with 10 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. McMinn County 14, Soddy Daisy 7, back in 30 seconds.
We put our whole heart into caring for yours. At Star Regional Medical Center, we offer compassionate, local care in our accredited chest pain center. From emergency heart treatment to diagnostic imaging, we'll deliver the care you need to get you back to what matters most.
Their coach is having a conversation out there, too.
Heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit us online at starregional.com.
So we are back at Cherokee Stadium, where McMinn County's leading 14-7, and we still have timeout on the field as the officials now talking to the Soddy Daisy coach. And there's two officials there, including the head official, and they're having a conversation. And we don't know. The ball right now is marked on the 11-yard line of Soddy Daisy. It's going to be second down and about 22, something like that.
Still don't.
And the Soddy Daisy coach is still out there.
Now the head referee is going to talk to Principal Joe Young, who's, of course, one of the game administrators, and there may be somebody being escorted out on the Soddy Daisy sideline. And I think also what happened here, Terry, is that it looked like Coach Cagle wanted to decline this to make it 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Instead of giving them an extra down.
So that's
official.
Yeah, he's getting in his steps. If he's got an Apple Watch, it's adding up quickly. The ball's been moved back from the 11 back up to the 22-yard line, and if that's the case, it's going to be 3rd down.
So they are,
and we're hearing here in the press box there may have been something called on a fan across the right.
Fan, so
that's interesting.
Which the referee that got injured on the sideline earlier is walking. He's good. He's up and down the sideline. He's got a bottle of water he's kind of drinking. And that fan was yelling at him even. And I'm sure that guy's like, hey, man, I've not been involved for the last several plays. Like, come on, dude.
Well, the ball is going to be marked at the 22-yard line of Soddy Daisy.
3rd and 8.
I apologize for the confusion here, but we're just having to watch it all unfold ourselves. There's been no plays. But now it's 3rd and 8 from the 22. Waiting for the snap. Straight back to pass. Looking over the middle under a lot of pressure. Now he gets away. He's going to look over to the middle of the field. It's picked off. Maddox Frazier has another interception, and he's going to return it to the 25-yard line.
Oh, Maddox. Got him another one. That's 3 on the year.
3 on the year for Maddox Frazier. And he just sat back and watched it until it got up in the air. I see Drake Frazier coming in, diving on his shoulders from behind in celebration.
And that's one of those that quarterback really kind of threw that one as he's jumping at the line of scrimmage, trying not to get the illegal forward pass there penalty, and instead it ends up worse than that for him, and Maddox Frazier gets another one.
Honestly, if Ross keeps running, he's got a shot at getting the first down, I believe. He had a lot of open field in front of him. There were some players there, but he breaks one tackle, he's got it. Anyway, Cherokees take over at the Soddy Daisy 26 with the interception. That's a big play. Drake Frazier goes in motion to the left side. They hand it to Peanut Dyer straight up the middle. Nobody's going to touch him. Straight into the end zone. 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Touchdown, Cherokees. 10 minutes and 36 seconds to go. They've extended the lead to 20 to 7.
Just, you can't stop him. If he gets a full steam ahead, there's nothing getting between him and that end zone.
Man, you could see it. I mean, there was a great hole there. And then once he broke past the linebackers, it's like everybody else is in slow motion except him. Straight forward, the shortest distance is a straight line. That's what he did, right into the end zone. Here's the extra point coming by Kraskaskas, and it's good. 10:36 to go in the second quarter. It's 21 to 7 now. McMinn over Soddy. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
Our goal is to provide our customers with the broadest selection of products and the best services, the most competitive prices. With the power of our employees' collective collaboration and their ability to deliver exceptional results each and every time, our organization is unstoppable. Hiwassee Builder Supply, Athens, Tennessee.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Kraskauskas is kicking off. It's a kick that's going to carry into the end zone. It's caught there, but he can't run it out. So Soddy Daisy going to take over at the 20. Jared, interesting, 3 touchdowns on the board for the Cherokees, and it's 3 different guys. Kessler, Gonzalez, and Peanut Dyer, and that's the strength of this team. Who do you key on?
I think that's one of the biggest things that we heard coming into this season, and rightfully so after we've seen the first 4 games so far. But, it was kind of one of those where everybody didn't want to brag about it too much because you don't know if it's going to come to fruition. But definitely the most skill position weapons that McMinn, I think, has had in quite some time.
Here's a handoff to Alexander straight up the middle. He's got 2 or 3 yards. Now here comes a late flag kind of at the whistle. I think it will be during the play, and we'll see what the call is. That may actually have been Collison.
It was Alexander.
It was Alexander. Yep. Let's see what the call is. These officials are staying busy here tonight. It's
personal foul on McMinn.
All right, well, that's going to cost McMinn some yardage there, and that's the last thing we need right now. Let's stay out of that kind of trouble.
Yeah, don't want to mess it up, but, McMinn's played pretty solidly as far as penalties go.
Yeah, after that initial drive by Soddy. So 15 yards is going to take this up to the 36-yard line. He probably picked up a couple there. So it's going to be first down and 10 at the Soddy 36-yard line. 10:27 to go in the second quarter. It's McMinn 21, Soddy Daisy 7. Tucker Ross hands off to Alexander again. He's trying to find that outside. I don't think he's going to find it. He's not going to be taken down. Ramey chased him the whole way. He's going to be taken down. I don't think he had any gain at all. I think they're going to mark it. Well, actually lost a yard.
Okay.
Yeah, back to the 35. We'll take that.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up second down and 11.
Ramey showing some speed right there to chase Alexander down on the sideline.
So Soddy Daisy breaks the huddle. Don't see huddles that much anymore. Back to pass, rolling to the near side. He's got an open man. It goes through the hands of the receiver, Aiden Hollis. He was open. It was going to have some positive yardage, but I think he started running before he caught it.
That's exactly. I think he was thinking he's got a lot of room and he's going to take off and looking for who's going to hit him, and it just went straight through the gloves there.
Or he also thought he was getting ready to get hit pretty hard.
That could have been it too.
Might have short-armed it just a little bit. So Goodner and
Gonzalez
Maddox Frazier in at safety. Gonzalez, as you said, in at corner. They do a lot of switching around back there. Under pressure, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Cam Green.
Just a big sack there by Green.
Green's kind of
that's 5 on the year.
Pass rushing specialist, I think. Ball back to the 30-yard line, so they do nothing on that possession but lose yardage. So it's going to bring up a punting situation here for Soddy Daisy. Again, at halftime, Tanner Hutzel, a community favorite. He's going to be back. He's going to be visiting with us. I think he was here last year or the year before. Maybe, was it last year he joined us for a few minutes?
Yep.
And he has been up in New York City at the Buddy Walk. What a life Tanner has.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, man.
Again, we're third rate on this broadcast today.
So there's a timeout on the field again. Soddy Daisy has taken a timeout. I think we're going to keep it right here. So you are headed up to Knoxville tomorrow, UAB and Tennessee.
Yeah, the Blazers from Birmingham coming up, and heard some good things and hopes for the UT offense in terms of UAB's defense. So we'll see what happens if they can put another hang 70 on the.
That's exactly right. Here's the punt, almost blocked. It's a good punt that's going to drive Bottoms back to the 30-yard line. He's retreating, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. They're going to give him the 25, but he was trying to get to the near side of the field. He caught it on the far side, looking for running room, but could never find it.
That one was nearly blocked, I believe, by Akers. Yeah, it was Akers and a couple other Cherokees come flying in, and then Bottoms just – Soddy Daisy covered it very well, tried to make something work. Luckily, it's still not bad starting position there.
Yeah, McMinn's going to take over at their own 25-yard line. And let's see, Lawson back there with Peanut Dyer again. Double safeties, high safeties in for Soddy Daisy. Straight back to pass nonetheless. Looking deep. And they're looking for Goodner, and he's got the football. He was well covered, and somehow he caught it inside the 25-yard line. What a catch by Goodner.
Had a guy hanging onto his arms and still catches it. Oh, no, there's a penalty flag.
Penalty flag all the way back at the 23-yard line of McMinn, and that's going to bring this play back. Oh, what a tough break.
Now, everybody's walking back, but officials have not made a call yet.
Officials are talking
18 had his helmet off, so he's, I think, supposed to come out of the game.
Yeah, unless it got jerked off.
Maybe that's what it was.
So it's going to be a personal foul against McMinn. Personal foul against Soddy Daisy. So it's going to be offsetting, so nothing really happened. It's going to go back to the 25-yard line. Well, something did happen. We had a big play taken away.
Everybody resetting. Let's do that again because it was so impressive. I mean, Goodner had a guy hanging all over him, and to Lawson's credit, it drops right where Goodner catches it in the pocket, and just I don't know.
Goodner has a talent of positioning his body where he makes the catch. He's almost like boxing out on a rebound in some cases.
He didn't look too soon or didn't try to make a move to do anything to get the defender to kind of anticipate it.
Well, back to pass again, Lawson. He's looking deep again, throws it deep again. This time he's looking for Kessler. It's knocked away at the last second. Incomplete.
That was just a big play there by number 8, Cannon Wright. No relation here, but that was impressive there as Kessler had both hands on it, and Wright knocks it away at the last second.
Almost back-to-back big plays there.
Yes.
But they are stretching this defense out, and that might be prime time for Mr. Peanut Dyer to
just
do
right
something.
up the middle. Little draw, maybe.
They clear it out for him. Might even throw it to him as a little outlet again. They haven't been successful on that play tonight, though. Here is a fake, and Lawson's going to keep it himself, but no running room there. They're going to take him down at the line of scrimmage. Well, they're playing
the run game very well tonight, unfortunately.
They are. At times. We've seen Peanut break a couple, but overall they played it well. They've certainly played Luke Lawson well as far as just read option and pulling it back and going around the end.
They're going to say lost a yard right there, Terry, unfortunately.
Back to the 24, so it's 3rd down and 11. Look for Luke to put this one up in the air again. Straight back to pass. He's got some pressure now. He's going to step up. Still looking for a receiver. Now Goodner breaks deep, I believe, and it's incomplete.
Fans below us wanting the holding call on the defender there as Marshall kind of had his jersey being tugged on, and him and Frazier were trying to make something happen. That play broke down, trying to make something happen.
Kind of had two receivers that ended up in the same area as well, which means you pull two defenders in there also.
Yep.
So it falls incomplete after all that. And so it's going to be 4th down. And Alex Powers comes into the game. Once again, he's done a great job punting the football. He always seems to kick it where they're not and gets a great roll. And here's a kick that's going to land at the 50, but it rolls to the 40. It is picked up, but he's going to be taken down right there. May have gotten a yard, but I think they'll mark it at the 40-yard line.
That was Drake Frazier was the first man to put him on the ground. Good coverage team there on the punt.
Soddy takes over at their own 40-yard line.
Got some scores of interest update. Bradley Central hosting Red Bank, future opponent of the Cherokees. Bears lead at 7-3 right now. Alcoa up 41-7 over Union County in the second quarter.
Back to pass. Rolling to his right. He's got some running room. He's going to be over the 45 to the 50. Hit out of bounds inside the 50-yard line of McMinn County. Boy, you really like to keep Soddy out of the end zone right here.
Yeah, this will be a big stop. Them starting just 10 shy of the 50 and already across it. You talked about it. He can run, make moves with his feet. Right there we see the example of it.
So the ball spotted at the 48-yard line of McMinn County now. 1st and 10 again. Here's the snap. Handoff straight up the middle. And that is Collison, I believe, on that carry. He's going to have some positive yardage up to the 45-yard line, so a pickup of 3 yards. 6:56 to go here in the second quarter. McMinn leading 21-7.
See if this defense just buckle down. You're giving up 2 positive plays in a row, but still time to stop them.
Here's a fake handoff. They throw it to the outside, dropped.
Let them stop themselves.
That will work as well. Brock Cobb wide open with running room.
Seen that a couple of times already on this sideline.
Yep, 2 passes that should have been caught on the near sideline here right in front of us, and I'm telling you, that time he does have some running room.
So McMinn putting in the pass rush front here with got Colton Sneed out there. Got Green on the front line.
Mackay McDermott.
And then Martin.
Yep.
I believe, or Jesse Jones, I believe, actually. Correction, yeah, Jesse Jones.
They hand off to Alexander. He's going to be taken down in the backfield.
That was Mackay McDermott. Big fellow up front.
He just bull rushed his way back there. Caused a lot of trouble. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line.
Outstanding hold there by the defense, Terry. We've talked about it. This defense has been impressive outside of the Walker Valley game. We all know what happened there.
Yeah.
But they have really shown a lot of strength and power up front against some teams.
4th down and 9. Got to kind of watch the fake here, but he does kick it. It's a high kick that everybody needs to get away from. Bounces at the 25-yard line. Here comes a late flag.
Well,
and I didn't see much of anything there.
There
weren't players engaged with each other. I mean, everybody was just watching the ball, so they must have seen something here.
Blocking the back on a no return. Okay.
No return, and no one was close to it. Well, it happens, I guess. So we'll see. They're going to mark it from, it was sitting at the 26-yard line. So they're walking this off to the 16-yard line. So after the punt, McMinn takes over it right there. And they got plenty of time, 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Plenty of time to add to their lead. Again, ball sitting at the 16. Luke Lawson with Peanut Dyer in the backfield. Got a receiver to the left, two to the right. Here's the handoff to Dyer. He's going to be up close to another 1st down. Pickup of about 10. Let's see if they give it to him. Looks like they're getting ready to move the chains.
He just, right there with his blockers and just right behind them. keeps it going.
Yep, they do move the chains. He got just exactly what he needed up to the 26-yard line. No measurement. 1st and 10 from there. Now 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kessler, Drake Frazier, Marshall Goodner to the right. They have 3 defenders out here, which includes one of the safeties.
Yep. I like the one-on-one coverage for any of these 3.
I do as well. Now the other safety comes to this side of the field. Lawson is scrambling. Now he throws it downfield and throws it out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete.
He was out of the pocket, so no intentional grounding. Shouldn't be.
Should not be. Don't see any flags. Just an incomplete pass. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock is stopped now with 5 minutes and 11 seconds. And they're going to hit Goodner again before this night's over. Well, he can run the deep route.
Yes, he can.
He's got a way of getting by the defender.
Maybe right here, too.
Here's Peanut Dyer, gets the call and finds some running room, still on his feet. I thought he was pushed down. Now he runs out of bounds. We got another official down.
Oh, and then they throw the flag.
Wow. So the run was good enough for a 1st down, but people are walking back. So there's some issues with this play. Another official down on the ground having contact. That's 2 tonight. 1 is, I believe, out of the game. And that is another block in the back. Or a holding, I'm hearing over the PA.
Just not even.
You have two Soddy players. I think one was tying the shoe of another. On the
gloves must have been too big.
Yeah, I guess so. So this is going to back the Cherokees up. It was 2nd and 10, so they're going to mark it back to the 15 yards. That must have been more than holding.
That's what Coach Cagle's trying to figure out, because
must have been a must have, a block in the back. Maybe that block in the back is 15 versus holding at 10.
Looks maybe on the 12 even, so I don't know.
So here is a handoff to Dyer. Not much room there. We're going to call it the 12, but now he's up to about the 16-yard line.
It's about 3rd and 18 maybe.
Looks to be about right. Maybe 3rd and 20.
I've got to
showing 3rd and 22 on the scoreboard.
Take a deep shot here.
Yep. 4:36 to go here in the first half. McMinn still leading 21-7. You just feel like another score would feel a lot more comfortable.
It'd be huge right now.
But it's 3rd and long right here. Straight back to pass. You know he's going to put it up, I believe. Looking, now throws over the middle, incomplete to Gonzalez, but Lawson was under pressure, and so it falls incomplete. So, I don't know, things not exactly clicking here tonight,
no,
even though we've put 21 up.
Yeah, especially the last couple of series, kind of been a little off kilter a little bit and hard to get a rhythm going. And McMinn likes to play fast, and so a lot of these incomplete passes, you're having to come back. And, of course, unfortunately, we had the big pass to Goodner that was wiped off due to a hold. So
penalties are hurting us tonight. Here's a high snap, but Alex comes down with it. Alex Powers gets the punt away. It's going to hit at the 45, bounce over to the 50, and it's going to roll down at the 46-yard line of Soddy Daisy. Good job by Alex Powers.
4 straight series amongst both teams, 2 apiece, where they punted after the McMinn touchdown the last time.
So that's where Soddy Daisy will take over with 4 minutes and 2 seconds. And on their side of the football, they're wanting to put one in here, make it 21-14 possibly, and they would have the ball coming out in the second half.
I think that's the biggest thing here. McMinn's defense got to know, keep them in front of you.
Tucker Ross fakes the handoff to Alexander. Now he's scrambling, being chased down. He's got people that are chasing him. He throws it downfield, incomplete. Good pressure.
His feet keeping him alive right there. And avoids the sack. It was Jesse Jones and I believe Jonah Martin were chasing him down.
Looking to ensure there's no flags down. There are not.
That's the other thing. There's been It was fairly clean first quarter, but it seems like there's been a lot of laundry on the field here in the second quarter.
Too much, for sure. Second down and 10. Clock at 3:53, but it stopped with the incomplete pass. They may come to the near side of the field again. Those receivers have been open. They just haven't caught the football. Here's a handoff to Alexander over right tackle. He's fighting forward for a couple of yards.
And you're exactly right. He fought through it. There were several guys that had him kind of wrapped up, and he almost just dunks under their arms to get out of the way.
He gets up to the 48-yard line, so it's a gain of 2.
Need a big stop right here.
Yeah. And if they can get the ball back, still plenty of time with 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. But this is the big play. 3rd and 8. Here is the snap. It's a quick pass to the right-hand side. It's complete, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Good coverage by Bottoms to meet him as soon as he caught it.
He's going to be about 3 yards short. It's going to bring up 4th and 3, and I think they'll go for it. They're getting on the line of scrimmage really quickly. They may try to just pull them off sides. The ball setting, and they do. Hard count gets the Cherokees. It's going to cost them. The ball was sitting at the 47, but it's going to cost them 5 yards with the hard count. It was 4th and 3. The 5-yard penalty is going to give them a first down for Soddy Daisy. Ball marked at the 42 of McMinn. That's a tough one right there.
That it is. And just one of those where, unfortunately, men trying to anticipate maybe a quick pass to the outside or a rush to that right side, jumps off.
Little too anxious. 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Clock is running, but it's first down and 10 now. Back to pass. Now scrambling around. Scrambling to his right, to the far side of the field. He's going to throw it out of bounds. They push the quarterback out of bounds. I don't see a penalty, though. That had to be pretty close, I think.
Oh, now they're going to throw it.
There is a flag down over there.
The head referee literally just dropped his flag.
Oh, my goodness. And the quarterback, I think, went off the field hurt.
They're calling intentional grounding, Terry.
Oh, my goodness. He was almost on the sideline.
I mean, I'm definitely want this to go against Soddy Daisy, but I'm with you. He was past the numbers
when he
threw it.
That. Back all the way back to the 37-yard line.
And unless there was something we just didn't see,
Well, back to the ball's back at the Soddy Daisy 37-yard line. It's still going to be first down. However, it's first down and 30.
No, it'll be second. It's a loss of down.
Second down and 30.
Wow, what kind of play do you have drawn up for second?
And let's see who is coming in at quarterback. I thought I saw Tucker Ross go out of the game. So 15 in at quarterback.
Luke Dodd.
Luke Dodd now. 15, Luke Dodd in at quarterback. High snap, he gets it. Hands off to Alexander. He's met immediately in the backfield, taken down.
That was Jesse Jones and Christian Edwards, first guys back there.
So you wonder about Luke Dodd in at quarterback, and he's played only a little, I believe. I think I saw some stats for him, but maybe like 4 passes or something over the first 4 games.
You're exactly right.
Drake Frazier and Drew Bottoms back.
Materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Soddy Daisy lined up in punting position. The Cherokees come after it. There's whistles before the start of the play. I think will be a false start. A minute 20, it is a false start. That's going to cost Soddy Daisy 5 more yards. So already at the 43, they're going to march it back to the 38-yard line of Soddy. It'll remain 4th down in a punting situation. Drake Frazier is back. Drew Bottoms is back if they get an opportunity to return this kick.
Meigs County up 24-0 over Polk at halftime.
Makes pretty tough.
Yes.
Here's the punt. It's away. It's going to drive Drew Bottoms back to the 10-yard line. He finds some room to the 15, to the 20, trying to find the sideline, but pushed out of bounds. At about the 26, 27-yard line, we'll see where they mark it. That's where the Cherokees are going to take over with a minute 17 to go.
Big drive right here. See if you can put 7 more on the board to try to separate yourself a little bit more since Trojans get the ball after the half.
It would be big for sure. At the 27-yard line. A lot of weapons out there. Peanut Dyer in the backfield with Luke Lawson. Drake Frazier out there. Marshall Goodner out there. Kessler out there. And Gonzalez. My goodness. 4 guys hard to guard. Lawson straight back to pass. Good coverage. Looking for a receiver. He's going to go to Goodner on the sideline. He's up over the 40 and pushed out of bounds. He was just a safety valve down there.
I think Marshall really kind of cut that route a little short, if anything. And you're right. He was just kind of safety. You had Peanut Dyer also short.
Yep.
And Marshall just standing wide open was like, hey, go ahead. Send it to me.
It's a pickup of 15 and a first down to the 42-yard line of McMinn.
Biggest thing, he gets out of bounds, you save a timeout.
A minute and 10 to go. Straight back to pass again. Now he finds over the middle Drake Frazier, and he's got enough for the first down up inside the 50 to the 48-yard line. They're moving the chains. That'll stop the clock for a second. But now we're in Soddy Daisy territory at the 48. Good management of the game thus far on this drive. Lawson, look, he got all day back there. Now he's going short again. It's to Gonzalez. He tries to get out of bounds, can't do it. That ball's inside the 40. It's a short gain inside the 45, I think, to maybe the 44. Now a timeout by McMinn. We'll keep it right here.
Hey, 3 passes, 3 different receivers.
Yeah.
We talk about it, and we talk about it, and we sound like broken records, but, I mean, that's what this offense has right now. You've got a guy in the backfield that is just a beast to run the ball, and you've got 4 to 5 wideouts that you can trust to get an open spot, make good play on it, and good hands. I mean, that's the thing. The good hands team, essentially. And see if they can put one in the end zone.
Kraskauskas has only attempted 1 field goal. He missed it. So he hasn't hit a field goal all year, and it's not because he's had lots of opportunities. He's only had 1 shot at it. And so he may have an opportunity here as now there's 47 seconds to go. So you got that in your pocket as well.
And I think you're exactly right. He's not had many opportunities because the way the offense have played.
Yeah.
It's either been in that no man's land where they can go for it, or they've been so close to the goal line like, hey, we'll just go for it there too.
5 receivers in the game right now. So Lawson's going to be back there by himself in the backfield. Here's a pass down the sideline, and it's caught by Gonzalez straight down the sideline. It's complete for the touchdown with 47 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez having a big game.
And I love the look on Luke Lawson's face because I think at first he thought he overthrew that one just a touch more. And Gonzalez able to run it down. We talked about his speed. He catches it off the fingertips.
Yeah.
And the Soddy Daisy cornerback just gave up as soon as he caught it. He's like, I'm not catching it.
He didn't even – I don't think the Soddy Daisy defender thought he was going to catch it.
No.
And when he did, it was like, oh, my gosh. I mean, I can't even – there's no way I'm catching it. Wow. So they did run the clock down actually to 42 seconds. I don't think they ran it during the play, but they moved it on down. Here's the extra point. What a big score. It's good. So 42 seconds to go here in the first half. McMinn County leading 28-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
your success with personalized support to help you every step of the way. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Mike Kroskaskis ready to kick off. And, Jared, I might add, we said 0 for 1 on field goals. He's been perfect on extra points all year. He's been outstanding for this team. Here's a low kick that's going to line drive into the end zone. Well, that's fine, too, however it gets in there.
He just kind of shrugs like, hey, okay.
It never got 15 feet off the ground, I guess.
That's another, I mean, we talk about it, the high school game has adopted the portal per se, and he's a kid that came over from McMinn County and has been welcomed with the special teams quite well. So
I would think here with 42 seconds to go that Soddy just kind of runs the clock out. I can't imagine them trying to pass the football here, especially with a replacement quarterback in there at the moment. Luke Dodd, the senior, in at quarterback. Waiting for the snap. Two running backs, well, they do put it up on the right-hand side. It's a safe pass to the right-hand side. It's going to be complete and pushed out of bounds. Catching the pass is Brock Cobb. It's going to be enough for the first down as the ball's moved up to the 30-yard line. Exactly enough for the first down. Clock is stopped at the moment, 36.3 seconds. Kind of been a long half.
Yeah, especially the second quarter has taken a long time.
A lot of it was the officials. We did have some injuries, and one of the officials was injured. But there was a lot of discussion of calls. Here's a handoff to the right-hand side. I think that is Alexander.
Yep, it was.
And did they blow the whistle before he got out of bounds? Yep, they did. They're going to start the clock again. He's got up to the 31, and I don't know if they'll get another play off or not. They have time. There's 20 seconds. But it's ticking away fast.
Scoreboard showing they still got a timeout, but I don't think they want to put it too deep in the air right now.
I wouldn't think so. They're going to try to run a play. 6 seconds. There's the snap. It's a handoff. Looking for running room. That's Collison this time. Up over the 40 to the 41. It would be enough for the first down, but that's going to do it for the quarter. Well, it's halftime here at Cherokee Stadium, and the Cherokees have looked good, for sure. It's a 28-7 lead. I guess, Jared, it kind of feels like it could be worse.
It does. There was some drives by the Cherokees offense that felt like it could be worse, and Soddy had a couple of drives where they were moving the ball, but then both teams' defenses kind of stood it up a little bit. But McMinn's has been on the good side.
Well, we will take a 60-second break right now. Again, the halftime score, McMinn County 28, Soddy Daisy 7. We have, we'll look at scores from around the area at the half. We'll have Tanner Hutzel up here visiting with us at the half as well. He's a community favorite, just got back from New York City, a new student at TWU. We'll talk to him about that. And that will for sure be interesting. And we're going to talk a little SEC football again as UT is back in action tomorrow. So, at the half, 28-7 McMinn. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Osmond Flooring has over 150 in stock.
With 7 minutes and 24 seconds to go, Alexander, a guy who we kind of looked at all week. We saw what he was doing stat-wise, saw a little bit of film of him, And Alexander takes the ball over the left side, finds the sideline, beats everybody to the sideline, turns it up, and turns it into a 39-yard touchdown run. The extra point is up and good, and Soddy leads it 7-0. The two teams exchange punts in the first quarter, and McMinn finally does get on the board with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go with an 11-yard touchdown pass from Luke Lawson to Nathan Kessler. The extra point is good. It's tied up at 7-7. Another punt by Soddy Daisy. McMinn gets the ball back. They go on a drive. They get it at their own 24-yard line, and that drive would end with 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. 28-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Gonzalez. The extra point again by Kraskaskas is good, and the Cherokees go up 14-7. On the next possession, Soddy Daisy gets it. On the third play of the drive, it's Maddox Frazier coming up with another interception. That's his third on the year. And the ball goes back to the Cherokees, where they take over at the Soddy Daisy 26-yard line, and they give it to, I want to say their secret weapon, but he's not a secret around here anymore. They hand it off to Peanut Dyer, who goes 26 yards, maybe untouched. Somebody might have got a fingertip on him going through the line, but basically untouched. Extra point again is good. It's 21-7 at that point, and that's with 10:36 to go in the second quarter. And then as I look at my drive chart, Jared, 5 punts in a row between the two teams. Nobody could just seem to establish drive and keep anything going there. And then finally, McMinn County gets the ball back, and they go on a drive that starts on their own 27-yard. They go into what you would call your 2-minute drill or 2-minute drive, as teams practice that a lot. And they ran it really to perfection, I thought. Did a really nice job, and that ended with 42 seconds to go in the half. A 45-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Gonzalez. The extra point is good. Jared, talk about that play and that catch again.
Just the speed of Gonzalez to be able to catch up to a pass like that, and Gonzalez has showed his speed. As soon as he can catch it, he's gone. Both of his touchdowns, have just been him being able to catch the ball in open space in the middle, and then the one on the sideline. Just using his speed, and it's the yards after catch that's the biggest thing. And
he catches over the middle, he catches down the sideline. We saw him run the ball tonight. Yeah. So obviously, this coaching staff is saying, okay, let's get the ball to him some more. Let's see, what he can do. Yeah, they've written up that play where he ran the ball early. It didn't look like much, but he got 5 yards out of it, and it was just straight up the middle.
It was straight up the middle, and in a positive play on some of those end-around type plays like that, it's hard to know if it's going to go for positive yardage. But.
Well, we got a special guest. We're gonna take another 60-second break here in just a second, but Tanner Hutzel is going to visit with us. Of course, Tanner, many know him in our community, a community favorite. And what a special young man he is. Also homecoming here tonight, so you're going to hear some of the homecoming festivities that are happening around as well. But Tanner went on a recent trip to Buddy Walk in New York City, so we'll talk about that. He's a new student at TWU. We'll talk to him about that. And frankly, he's just a ray of sunshine wherever he shows up. So he is here. So hang with us. After that, we'll talk a little SEC football. We'll get the stats. We'll look at scores from around the region. And so we got a jam-packed time here at the half. So with that, let's take a 60-second break. Again, McMinn 28, Soddy Daisy 7. Back in 60 seconds.
At Madison Avenue
Pharmacy,
okay now? Your community health mart pharmacy.
Get you turned in right there just a little bit.
Getting a yearly flu vaccine is the best way to prevent flu
now
and
talk a little bit there. Hello, Terry.
Hey, Patrick.
Okay, that's good. That's good right there.
Should get a flu vaccine every season because it's possible that an infected person can spread the virus to their close contacts before symptoms begin. Get your flu vaccine today at Madison Avenue Pharmacy. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 on Saturday at 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Athens Insurance, we're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we will see you through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. At Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, it's halftime here. McMinn County leading 28-7. We're joined by a very special guest, and that is Mr. Tanner Hutzel. Tanner, first of all, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Well, first I want to talk about, I'm seeing lots of things, lots of posts on Facebook about you. You recently took a trip to New York City.
Yes.
You were a celebrity there, because my understanding is there was some 500 people there, and the National Down Syndrome Association was just highlighting their fundraising for the year. You were one of the celebrities that got to make the trip, and if I understand correctly, your picture was on the Jumbotron at Times Square.
It is.
Did you get to see, did you actually were standing there when you got to see your picture?
Yes.
And who did you have that made the trip with you? Can you name some of the folks that went with you?
The Tuggles.
The Tuggles?
Bo Dunkel.
Dunkel. Dunkel. Yes. All right, I was going to get to. Okay, I thought Phil Tuggle had made his way into that. Pastor Bo Dunkel and Michelle Dunkel made the trip with you. Now, here's what I heard about that. You've traveled there. They're going to surprise you and show up. And then in this whole big city that is New York City, you guys run into each other accidentally, and the surprise is broken. Is that how that went down, kind of?
Yeah.
And of course, Pastor Bo Dunkel pastors out at Clearwater Baptist Church.
He sure does.
He sure does. All right. So and my understanding, 500 plus celebrities that were there. You're one of those. And it was the Buddy Walk, and so I think I heard it was maybe your fourth time there into the New York City or the Buddy Walk. You've made the trip before, right?
Yes.
Was it your fourth time?
I think it's my fourth time.
Fourth time. That's pretty.
It's a little different than Athens, isn't it?
Yes.
Just a little.
What's really, really different there? Is it just like the big buildings, or?
There's a couple of big buildings.
And a lot of people. Okay, let's talk about you. In fact, you told me you wanted to talk about Tennessee Wesleyan. Here's a Tennessee Wesleyan graduate, Jared Wright, right next to you. So tell me what's going on with you in Tennessee Wesleyan.
Unfortunately, I'm attending
You're a student.
I'm a student and a freshman there.
You're a freshman at TWU. That is incredible, man. So what kind of things are you involved? What classes do you take, or can you tell
I'm taking the Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf?
All right. Not a bad class to take.
I bet you're good at Frisbee golf.
Yeah, I sure do.
You're good at regular golf.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you win some tournaments. Well, tell me what you think about this Cherokee team here, Tanner. 28-7 at halftime.
I think you're going to be in a blowout.
You think? I like it. I like the way you think, Tanner. Now, back when I used to work on the sideline. You remember when I used to be down there on the sideline with the microphone?
We did.
Would run into you. Mm-hmm. You used to do to serve as a manager down there, didn't you?
Yeah. 97, 98 is my manager.
Was your manager years? And you've spent some other time down there, because I know I've seen you down there on the sideline other times down there, even just hanging around down there.
Yeah.
And I know it's coming up because I've seen the ads, but I can't imagine that upward basketball season with Clearwater Church is going to happen without you being up there. I've seen him in a referee shirt. I didn't get in any arguments with him back then. So, but he's coached some teams, and it's just a fun event, right?
It is.
It's a big program too, and we'll be sure you get the information to us about upper basketball. We're going to get it out over the airways and be sure that's announced because that program just continues to get better and better and better and bigger, right? Keeps you busy on Saturdays, doesn't it?
Yes.
I want to talk to you about one other thing. So I'm not stalking you on Facebook, but I see you on there a lot. I think you recently had a birthday.
I did. I just turned 47.
47. My man, you are looking good for 47. Very good. Let me flip through here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I can't. Bo Dunkel texted me, and he said, I couldn't believe I ran into him. They're trying to surprise you, and you ran into him. Was it at a restaurant or something?
It's a toy story.
Toy store.
At a toy store?
Mm-hmm.
What's Bo Dunkel doing going into a toy store?
I don't know. He must know.
Maybe he was going to get Michelle something, maybe.
Those toy stores up there are big. I've been to a couple of them. They're pretty fun to go in, even at our age. So,
well, listen, Tanner, we are glad you came up. We appreciate you coming. Every year, you get a spot on here every year, so you can count on it next year too. All right?
I'm planning on it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. It's good to see you always.
I better be seeing you at some Wesleyan basketball games in the later months.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. Thank you, Tanner. We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back to Cherokee Stadium. Yep.
We put our whole heart into caring for yours. At Star Regional Medical Center, we offer compassionate, local care in our accredited chest pain center. From emergency heart treatment to diagnostic imaging, we'll deliver the care you need to get you back to what matters most. Star Regional Medical Center. Heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit us online at starregional.com.
Proud supporter of the McMinn County Cherokees, Plaza Electronics and Appliances is your local hometown dealer, offering the best deals on all your appliances, televisions, bedding, lift chairs, massage chairs, and recliners. All appliance sales are backed by their own service department. Plaza Electronics and Appliances, 1609 Congress Parkway, South Athens. Phone 423-745-0502. Go Cherokees!
Back at Cherokee Stadium, where McMinn is leading 28-7, and homecoming festivities are happening down on the field. Always an exciting week of the season, homecoming week. A lot of former Cherokees here, of course, and of course we had Mr. Darrell Patterson, Johnny Kaufman on for our pregame show, Cherokee Game Day. Jared, that was just like, turn it over to them and hang on.
It is, and I've gotten, knowing Johnny a lot longer than Darrell, but I've gotten to work with Darrell when he's come back and emceed a couple of community events, and it's always interesting to hear those stories. But then, like Darrell, I looked it up, but we never got to get to it. He will show or share a picture on social media. Usually a couple of times a year it'll pop up, and it's him interviewing Phil Pierce when he came to work for the radio station for WLAR, and so it's kind of one of those. It's a throwback because it was his earlier days, and so it's just interesting to see some of those, with the microphone in the face and right there, and just any cramped space you could get a player interview back in the day.
Yeah, and he didn't tell this story this time, but I've heard it before of his interview with Pete Rose when he was making his way through Chattanooga, and I thought, man, that would just.
And he's got to do it twice. He did it when Pete Rose came back to speak at the chamber banquet at Wesleyan years ago. Him and Josh Vargas, our buddy Josh, there's a picture of them two with Pete Rose there at one of the dining rooms at Wesleyan. So that's pretty cool to say you've interviewed Pete Rose twice.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at some scores around the area.
It's halftime at a lot of places, homecoming at several places, but we have the border war upper east.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 2025 homecoming queen. Hey, I got you. What's it's Miss Addie.
I'm gonna slap you. Alright, you got ace, re-free. Kill. Alright, tell me what all you mean.
10-0 at the half. Powell over Carnes currently in a Region 2 battle in 5A, 21-3 in the second. Sweetwater 21-7 over Kingston at the half. That would be a big one there.
Yeah.
Lightning delay for Knox Central, so future opponent there. No update there. William Blunt 16-9 at half over Knox Halls. Maryville 35-10 over Farragut at half. And McMinn Central up 20-7 at the half over Scott County. Memphis County 24-0 over Polk County at the half. Cleveland trailing Oak Ridge 21-0 in the second. Tellico trailing 7-0 in the second over Oneida. Here's a big score of interest right here in our current region. East Hamilton hosting Lenoir City. Hurricanes only up 21-14 at the half over Lenore City, a team that McMinn handled convincingly last week.
That is surprising for sure.
And then let's see. Also, Ray County playing host to Lakeway Christian Academy, former Bulldog coaching up there at Lakeway Christian, and they are Ray County up 28-20 at the half. Walker Valley blanking Ottawa on the road 24-0 currently. And then one score from last night that we thought we had a big scoring, 96 points against Walker Valley in total there. Knox Webb lost to Grace Christian out of Knoxville last night, 70-40.
Oh my goodness!
70-40, fellas.
Wow.
So
I'm glad I didn't have to do that one. Yeah, really. Terry Stanzel joins us now with statistics from the first half. Terry.
Okay, for Soddy, 6 first downs, 91 yards rushing on 19 carries, 36 yards in the air on 4 completions, 127 yards on total offense. Tucker Ross, 3 carries, 24 yards. Logan Alexander, 13 for 51. Sean Colson, 3 for 16. Tucker Ross is 3 of 12 in the air with an interception, 26 yards. Luke Dodd, 1 of 1 in the air for 10 yards. Leading receiver is Brody Connor, 2 receptions for 17. For our Cherokees, 91 yards as well on rushing on 12 carries, averaging 7.6 yards a carry. 187 yards in the air on 11 completions, 278 yards total offense. Luke Lawson, 4 carries, 13 yards. Peanut Dyer, 7 for 73. Jackson Gonzalez, 1 for 5. Luke Lawson is 11 of 18, no interceptions for 187 yards. Drake Frazier, 2 receptions, 11 yards. Marshall Goodner, 3 for 60. Jackson Gonzalez, 3 for 80. Nathan Kiesler, 2 for 35. Peanut Dyer, 1 for 1.
Well, Terry, hang right here with us. Obviously, you can't say anything except that it was a good half for McMinn. We're up 28-7. We still felt like we maybe missed some opportunities there in the first half.
I think we held the ball a little bit too long a couple of times, but, we made plays, and that's all that matters.
Well, hang with us right here. We're going to go ahead. One thing we started doing some last week since
we didn't have you there.
I know, man. I missed. That's the first game I've missed, I think, forever. Ever.
That's a record right there.
The of course, WJSQ offering the Vol Network this year, so we're part of that as well. So we're going to talk a little SEC football. So hang right here with us, Jared. Let's take a look at the games. Arkansas at Memphis.
Yeah, that's the first one. A little close to the border there. Arkansas is favored by a little over a touchdown right there. Arkansas, we talked about, they're a strong team. A lot of people are picking them to upset some bigger teams in the SEC this year. I don't know that it will be that close. The only thing is it's on the road in Memphis. Just depends. I could see them winning by double digits.
Arkansas seems to always play that spoiler road.
I agree with you.
They're not at the top of the conference, but they can knock somebody out of being at the top of the conference.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Totally agree.
All right. Here's a good matchup. Auburn at Oklahoma. Oklahoma looking pretty strong this year.
Oklahoma is looking really strong. They got a potential Heisman candidate in their quarterback there, Mateer, and they're only favored by less than a touchdown. It is in Norman, Oklahoma. Yeah. I don't know that Auburn's going to give them as much of a test as maybe the money people say, but I think Norman, Oklahoma. I'm glad the Sooners are coming to Knoxville this year.
I think it'll be a fun game.
The poor Florida Gators.
No.
Florida travels now to Miami.
And the fact that it's only an 8.5 point advantage for Miami, something's not right there. They're predicting something. I mean, Miami playing in Miami. Well, I mean, the Swamp's not been much this year for them, I guess, in Florida. But I think Miami's going to handle that one pretty convincingly.
I totally agree.
Well,
but they need to keep Napier around a little while longer.
I think at least until they get out of Knoxville. We get out of there this year. Southeast Louisiana is at LSU. That will be not pretty, I imagine.
That's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Still got some of those games.
A night game. 7:45.
Oh man, that's tough. Tulane at Ole Miss.
Tulane has had some success over the last couple of years of being one of those teams kind of hanging around. Been undefeated a couple of different times. We'll see what the Green Wave can do. I think it's a double-digit favor for Ole Miss, and I think Lane Kiffin and his Rebels will take care of business easily.
Northern Illinois travels to Mississippi State Northern Illinois has come into Neyland and played
well.
competitive.
Yes. Played well. I mean, that's a 20-plus point spread right now. And that's the key is UT wants to get out of their game to be able to kind of watch Mississippi State because that's the next opponent the following week.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see if the Huskies can do something to knock them off.
This is an interesting one. South Carolina, who was upset by Vanderbilt a week ago, now they travel to Missouri, which can be a tough place to play. That could be a good matchup.
I think with Sellers, I believe the quarterback injured and all that for South Carolina, I think it changes their team a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Missouri can handle business, but it could be a very close game.
Well, UAB at Tennessee, you'll be there.
I'll be in the stands, and that one is we'll see some power tees behind us here. But I think if that game is not wrapped up by the middle of the second quarter, there's something wrong. And I think it could be 50-plus there. So,
Sam Houston is at Texas tomorrow. Another one of those. Hey, man. Tyler Ford.
How well Tennessee Wesleyan's doing. Talk about the new baseball field.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Tyler Forrest just walking in here and grabbing a headset. Man, he's in charge.
He didn't know he was going to do
goodness, I was not prepared, gentlemen.
Tell us what's happening at TWU, and specifically, I'm driving by and seeing work going on at the baseball field. What's going on
We've
up there?
got great stuff. A significant project happening there with field extension, new lights, updated press box, new seating, all kinds of stuff for the fan experience. We'll be able to have night games now. We want everybody to come out and support them. It's going to be a big win, absolutely.
Was the press box, was that a personal request from Jared Wright, or how did that come about?
You know, you got to take care of your friends, Terry. And
it allows me to get more games in, just the lights on the field.
That's going to be nice.
When you play midday in the week, it's kind of hard to broadcast those games because the real job gets in the way. But it does look awesome out there.
Seriously, it does. You should draw more crowds at night, I would imagine.
We're fully expecting it, yes, a lot more crowds.
Well, we just talked to one of your newest Bulldogs, and Tanner Hutzel was up here, and he was talking about how excited he is to be a Bulldog at Tennessee Wesleyan in his first year.
Listen, we're excited to have Tanner Hutzel. There is no better marketing person. I told him we were going to have to start paying him instead of him paying us.
Well, I tell you what, I got to say, I saw all the pictures plastered all over Facebook, and he's wearing that TWU gear, so the name is out there in New York City.
All the way in New York City, that's right. No, that's good.
All right, Tyler, anything else you want to mention what's going on there? We're about to get back to football here.
I know, exciting stuff. Record enrollment this fall again, almost 1,400 students, a huge win. Thank you all for your support.
You betcha, man.
And that's just big for our community. That's huge to have that economic impact into our community, and it's huge to see college kids working and being a part of this community.
Absolutely. Guys,
it is.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you all. Have a good one.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right, folks, we are back at it. Here's Kruskauskas kicking off into the end zone. No, it's going to be taken at the
let him take it.
At the 1, and he stepped back into the end zone, but he runs it out. It's going to be taken down just over the 15-yard line. Great coverage by the Cherokees.
Outstanding coverage. I was trying to see who laid that hit. It may have been Lincoln Watson, or let's see.
It may have been. Frazier's down there. Akers is down there.
Isaac Akers is who kind of laid the hit to him. So outstanding
see
job.
See where they
there.
mark it. I think the 17-yard line, Jared.
Yep.
And that's where Soddy's going to take over on the first possession here of the second. Has a jam-packed halftime show there.
We had people showing up. You know, it's always good to talk to Dr. Forrest.
Absolutely.
I know him as Tyler, which it's funny.
I do as well. Here is a pass right over the middle, wide open over the 35, up to the 40, taken down just over the 15-yard line. Making the tackle there was Xavier Cole, who chased him down.
That's Dodd still in there as the quarterback, throwing just a perfect pass to Anthony Lott right there in the middle of the field, wide open.
Well, it's in McMinn territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. So they made a decision, hey, you're going in, you're going to throw the ball some. That caught the Cherokees off guard right there. Now here's the handoff to Alexander. It's straight up the middle, and he's close to a first down. Going to be just a little short, but they've come out with a little energy this second half.
It's kind of like that first drive we saw in the first quarter for them. coming out, moving the ball quickly, and they went on their way to a touchdown in about 5 plays on that one, if I'm looking at that correctly.
The ball is sitting at the 41-yard line of McMinn County. McMinn leading 28-7 in this football game. Here is the snap, looking downfield, and it's going to, in and out of the receiver's hands, going to be incomplete. Good coverage back there by Xavier Cole. He was running stride for stride with him. A little bit of hand action going on down there.
That's what I was going to say. Both of them were kind of slapping each other. It almost looked like Waters, the receiver, had the full arm extension against Cole, and Xavier just trying to fight his way back on that play and at least poked it away there at the end.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. I might expect that they'll go back on the ground with Alexander here.
It's been productive for him.
Dodd waiting for the snap, and they do. He's going to try to make it around the end, but he's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Jesse Jones got the shoestring tackle right there.
He's going to lose at least a yard. Back to the 43-yard line, actually a couple of yards. So now it's going to bring up 4th and about 4.
And right here, I didn't see Ross having to do this, but Dodd is really going to the sideline every time to get the call. So there must not be as familiar with the play call signals or anything like that. So he's having to go over there a lot more.
Here's the snap. He's going to throw a quick out that's going to be batted into the air and out of bounds, incomplete. Maddox Frazier was there. Couldn't come down with the interception, but broke up the pass.
And big stop there on the first series after 2 big plays.
I'll tell you what, and that has to be discouraging for that offense. They start out really quickly there, moving into McMinn territory, and then things just kind of fall apart a little bit. McMinn is going to take over on downs at their own 43-yard line.
Perfect field position to start your first drive.
Luke Lawson into the game. Peanut Dyer back there, but they're going to throw the football. He's got some time now. He's going to have to scramble a little bit, scrambling to his right. No flags down. He's got some running room. He will run, take it out of the end zone. I think he crossed the 50, maybe to the 49.
I just want to call out that block right there. Jackson Law had Yother. We talked about how big he is at the defensive end tackle spot. And Jackson Law had him kind of blocked up, and then Peanut Dyer comes in and helps him after he kind of got away for a second. And Peanut just shoves him about 3 yards backwards.
Ball marked at the 49-yard line of McMinn. I thought they had made it over the 50. Luke made it a little close over there, running out of bounds. Yeah. They were gaining ground on him. I didn't want to see him get a hit, take a hit. 2nd down and about 4. Here is the handoff to Peanut Dyer, looking for running room. He's got it. He's inside the 40, inside the 35, taken down at about the 33.
The blocking up front, just getting him a hole where he can just continue to run. That was go forth, and of course, Spartan Lyle is the halfback leading the way there.
Peanut Dyer
back on it.
Peanut Dyer got a really legitimate shot at a 1,000-yard season this year.
I think so too.
Looking over to the sideline for the call. There's 2 receivers to the left. Watch out for Gonzalez down there. 1 receiver to the right. H-back in the game. Spartan Lyle. Here is the handoff again to Peanut Dyer. He breaks some tackles. He's inside the 30-yard line to the 29.
And that was a great angle for our vantage point there to just see what makes him so effective is those legs never stop churning. And he's chopping those feet, and that sprinter mentality in him is they're going 90 miles an hour, it seems.
I do believe you're seeing Soddy Daisy get a little tired out there already. Still an odd-looking defensive set. We've said it all game, but they shift, but they initially have 3 down linemen all on the same side of the football. And I guess they count on the linebacker to cover the rest of that.
And, well, they're wanting to get away from Cam Goforth on that other side. That's the problem.
Back to pass. Lawson. Now he's got to scramble, throws it downfield. He in and out of the hands of Gonzalez on the sideline. Just a little tall for him.
Still a ball where it's right there. Gonzalez found another spot behind the defenders in front of a couple of them, and Lawson trying to make it work as he got rushed up the middle pretty quickly.
Got to tell you a story about Cam Goforth here in a second, but we're going quick. Lawson has his team up to the line. Here's the snap. Handoff to Peanut Dyer, looking for running room. He's got it. He's going to turn, twist down close to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Cam Goforth took a visit to West Virginia, I think, this past weekend. Yeah. And Coach Cagle said he really came back changed. I mean, he's been really good, of course, all season, but he said he was hyper-focused. I think he saw what it takes to be successful
at that next level,
and he's on the sideline during games, and he said it really made a difference just him having that visit. Here's Lawson back to pass. He's got all day. Now he takes off running. Good block by Peanut Dyer, and Lawson's going to step out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
That's 2 big blocks by Peanut Dyer.
Yeah.
And you're exactly right. I mean, you get to go up there on your official visit and see the backyard brawl. That's pretty, between Pitt and West Virginia, that's a pretty good game to watch.
Ball's down at the 14-yard line, so it was a pickup of 7 by Lawson. And that's a false start on the right tackle over there. So that's going to back us up 5 yards. Jackson Lyle got a little bit anxious there. He's ready to go.
Still, second down and manageable right here.
So that's going to step it back to the 19 of Soddy Daisy.
And it's homecoming, Terry. The crowd is great. I was going to say, during halftime, the student section doing the neon color. You got the cheerleaders with bright neon lit. It's a great atmosphere tonight.
So 2nd down and 8. Back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. He has a receiver that falls to the ground.
Kind of got stripped out of Goodner's arms right there on the goal line. There's a flag down, but defender Marshall even went to kind of play defense right there.
Yeah, looks like
legal
that.
Shift.
Yep, there was a safety back there that was just kind of laying in waiting back there. He kind of came over to make the play. But with the flag, it's going to, with the illegal shift, it's going to come back, I believe, unless they decline it. They're going to keep it right where it's at.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 3rd down and 8 from the 19. The ball remains at the 19. 7:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. McMinn still leading it 28-7.
And part of that illegal shift, I think Marshall just kind of turned towards the line of scrimmage too early.
And here's Lawson. He's having to scramble again. He's got plenty of room to run it in, maybe. He's down inside the 5-yard line, gets hit at about the 2. He's into the end zone. He had to bully his way in for the last couple of yards there. Took a pretty good hit, but kept it moving forward and turns it into a 19-yard touchdown run by Luke Lawson.
You could hear fans below us going, just run it, just run it.
It was
wide
you had
open. One-on-one coverage, but your receiver started blocking for you, so you might as well.
I tell you, Lawson's not a small guy, by the way. When he can take a hit, and he can deliver one as well. 7 minutes and 36 seconds. McMinn County has extended their lead, 34-7, with the extra point to come. Kroskauskas, the ball's down, the kick is up. He's still perfect. It's good. 7 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. McMinn 35 now. Soddy Daisy 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
$150 bonus by signing up for an Old National Bank checking account.
King crab, foie gras, caviar. Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities.
I'll order a car.
What?
Old National Bank. Just another reason to get old.
The kickoff by Kroskauskas hits at the 1-yard line and bounces on into the end zone. So Soddy Daisy is going to begin this drive at the 20-yard line. I'm keeping tabs. I'm seeing how many different ways I can pronounce Kroskauskas over the course of one game. I'm up to about 5 or 6 right now.
I think you've been spot on. You've been doing good.
But he just keeps kicking extra points, which is all right, you know.
Yes.
Because every time we call his name, it's pretty much we've scored. So
that's how those kickers end up being the leading scorers in school history.
Yes.
A bunch of field goals and extra points.
Well, Soddy Daisy's going to take the ball over. Luke Dodd still in there at quarterback. He replaced Tucker Ross, and that has changed things for them. Here's a pass over the middle, in and out of the hands. Is that zero out there?
Yep,
it is, isn't it? Anthony Lott, the senior, right over the middle. And it was the same play that they had a big gain on their last drive, except I think he came in from the other side. This time he can't hang on to it. Incomplete pass, going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
So we've seen that kind of, I guess, twice now where Dodd's, I think, thrown a deeper ball, or at least the play call has been for a deeper ball than what we saw with Ross in the game. So maybe a different wrinkle they're trying to expose here.
And, you know, he is a senior, so it's not like he hadn't been around, I wouldn't think. Right. Here's a run up the middle. It's going to gain about 3 yards, maybe up to the 23-yard line.
And that was 40, number 40, so a different running back in.
So they're making Dallas McNeely?
McNeely, yeah.
McNeely. All right. 5'9", 145 senior.
Thought it was 10 again until he stood up and tossed the ball to the ref. He's going to line up in the backfield again.
He's back there again. Snap. Looking to pass. He's going to run out of time if he doesn't get out of there. Now he's trying to run the football. Looking for running room. Going to be taken down short of the first down at about the 29-yard line.
Cam Green and Jonah Martin got him good.
And we've got a Cherokee down on the ground injured right now. So trainers coming out to attend to that. So with the player down, 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Actually, clock's still running. They need to stop it. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's McMinn 35, Soddy Daisy 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply. Like
You're going to do for college yet? No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet
See a number, and obviously we can never know exactly what's going on, but they're helping him up now.
It's Jack Gooden.
Gooden.
Saw him get hurt in the Bradley game with essentially a stinger, just the way he hit.
Might be
shaking it off here, but
could be the same type of injury because he is up, kind of working his head, neck around a little bit. But he's coming off the field under his own power. It's good to go. The ball is at the 29-yard line, and it's 4th down and 1. And let's see if they try to run a play or they try to draw McMinn County off sides. They don't have the punter out there. It looks like maybe
Collison, I think, to his left.
They run a play. Here's the quarterback running straight up the middle. He's not going to make it. He gets to the 29, back to the line of scrimmage, and taken down.
That was Jake Ramey.
Man,
first got to meet him.
Ramey met him in the hole. Probably a pretty good hole there. But the defense holds again, so that the offense is going to take over, and the Cherokees are going to have it at the Soddy Daisy 29-yard line. 2 turnover on downs for Soddy Daisy this half.
Trying to, I guess, just fight their way back into it, and McMinn puts points on the board here. The clock will run.
Yeah, I think that they felt like maybe that was their last-ditch effort to try and get back in the football game, especially with time running like it is, 5 minutes and 49 seconds now. And McMinn takes over at the Soddy Daisy 29-yard line. Peanut Dyer in the football game. At running back, Gonzalez, Drake Frazier, split to the left side. Looking to the right side, however, and Luke Lawson in trouble. Now he's scrambling to his right. Now he's going to come back left, and now he's going to go down. They could not keep everybody blocked. And he couldn't find it. You know, that's what you would call a defender sack right there.
Coverage sack.
Coverage sack.
There was definitely more white jerseys in the second level of the field than there were the McMinn black jerseys, and Lawson nearly about had it stripped from him, able to bring it back down and be able to make a play with his feet for a few seconds, but then Soddy caught up to him. The biggest battle I was watching was offensive lineman battle. I know Tom Miller's helmet kind of got ripped off, and a Soddy Daisy player down now, and there's about 4 of them, 2 for each team, just colliding here on the left hash marks. And they training staff from Soddy able to make it out here. And
we'll keep it right here, and want to make note of this. Mr. Chris Liner exchanged a couple of texts with him. Of course, Chris, a man obviously known throughout our community as well. He's in London, England. He's playing some golf over there. I've been seeing some nice courses, but he wanted to let us know that he's listening online, www.wjsqwlar.com. He's listening from London, England tonight.
Hey, we've gone international.
We've gone international.
I love it.
So thank you, Chris. We appreciate that very much. You're missing a good one here. McMinn 35, Soddy Daisy 7.
Hopefully the golf's going well for him over there.
So we're about to ready to go back into action. The ball, again, is all the way back to the 36-yard line. Here's a quick pass on the right side. Is that Goodner?
Yep.
And he's going to have positive yardage. He's inside the 30-yard line. That's a nice second down play right there. You get a lot of it back.
And we've seen Goodner be more of that deep threat, but that's twice tonight. They've thrown that little wide receiver flat out pass to him in the behind the line of scrimmage, and he's made a move with his feet.
He got all the way down to the 26, so it was a pickup of 10. Didn't look like there was that much there, but he turned it into something, and he's very capable of doing that. Lawson gets the call. He's in the backfield along with Peanut Dyer. 2 receivers left and 2 right. Straight back to pass. This time they keep Dyer into block, and I think he had a block that was too low. The pass is completed to Goodner, who's still on, actually it's Drake Frazier, was still on his feet, tried to come across the middle of the field. He's close to the first down, but now we've got a flag in the backfield, and we've got a flag in the defensive backfield. So we'll have to see how all this shakes down.
Definitely, I think it was a chop block called on McMinn County here. And just, as you said, kind of went low on it.
Yep. Chop block by Peanut in the backfield. Went just a little too low on a rusher that was coming in.
It was already engaged.
It was engaged, that's right.
Big thing, already locked up with one of the offensive linemen.
That's what they're going to call that. Well, that one is declined, I think. Well, no, the chop block is what's going to be taken. I think there was a block in the back farther downfield. So they're going to enforce this one from the line of scrimmage, I believe, which was the 26.
Question.
When this play started. But they're going farther back than that, aren't they? Well, goodness. All the way back to the 42-yard line of Soddy with the penalty. So they must have done that from the spot. How Terry Stansel keeps up with all that, I do not know.
Yeah, that's why he's over there.
3rd and forever. Here's a screen pass to Peanut Dyer. He's in the middle of the field. That's a tough place for people to bring him down. Breaks the tackle inside the 30. And he's close to the first down. He's not going to have it, but he's inside the 25-yard line to the 24. And remember, they've got to make it down to the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 5, and we're going to keep the offense on the field, I believe.
That's what it looks like. Man, quickly got a block there that I heard could have been a hold by the look on it, but Lawson able to dump it to Peanut, and he just makes it work with his run after the catch. Broke some tackles.
4th down and 5. They tried the hard count. Soddy Daisy disciplined enough not to jump over. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. McMinn leads at 35-7. Not enough to get into the mercy rule just yet. Here comes Drake Frazier in motion, and there's movement on the right side of the offensive line. I think that was Goforth.
Yep.
He pulled up just a little too early. That's going to cost them 5 yards. So now move the ball back to the 29, and it becomes basically 4th and 10.
And part of that, we've talked about their defensive line, how they'll shift and do different things, and that's exactly what it was. They kind of shifted, and Drake Frazier coming in motion. Goforth just left a little early, and we're going to try the field goal, Terry.
All right. We said Kroskauskas hasn't had too many chances. He's going to get another one here. They're going to put this ball down at the 36-yard line. So it's going to be a 46-yard attempt. He's got the leg to do it. Drew Bottoms out there to hold. This is interesting. Here's the snap. Kick is down. It's up. Oh, and it hits the up post on the right-hand side, and it's no good.
And I think
kick straight back.
I think it might have been the hold. Bottoms was kind of kicking himself a little bit, and everybody trying to get him to shake it off. So maybe the hold wasn't exactly right. They talk about that in special teams. It's the snap, the hold, and then the kick. You got 3 facets that you've got to make successful, and unfortunately, just no good there.
So Soddy Daisy now will take over at the 20-yard line. And their band sees that as a positive and starts playing across the way. Well, they did stop us.
Yep, they
so
did.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Now 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. And this has been a bit of a long game. Here's a completed pass, and I think it's Spartan Lyle on the tackle.
Cobb once again.
Yep. He was on the ground when he caught it, so I was just a little bit
That's
concerned
what
about
I
getting
was-
a penalty flag there when Lyle hit him.
I was holding my breath as well on that one.
I think he got there just close enough to when the ball got there for it not to be a flag, but it could have been. 2nd down and 4 now. The yard marker showing 3rd down and 4 across the way. Now they get it corrected. And here's a straight quarterback run by Dodd. He's going to have the 1st down. And here comes a flag. And I think they're going to get the call this time maybe on the holding call. I know a Cherokee got up pretty upset, but I think they're getting the call, and they are.
Walking the back. So.
Yep. So this one's going to come back. They had picked up, and here Dodd is limping just a little bit on the far side, the quarterback for Soddy Daisy. He was the replacement quarterback, but he's going to get the play call over there. It's really a long run, Jared, when you're limping.
I'm telling you, and I know there's a team a couple of years ago, I'm drawing a blank right now on it, that they sent their quarterback over all the time to do that. I won't say it was Tyner, but.
Yeah. So it's with the penalty, it moves the ball back to the 22-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Again, Dodd at quarterback. He replaced Ross, straight back. Now he's going to go down the field deep, and it's brought in but out of bounds. That was close.
Xavier Cole, good defense right there. Forced Waters to really be closer to that sideline than he wanted to be.
Waters, 6'4", went up and caught the ball, tried to get that foot in, but just couldn't do it right here on the near sideline. So it goes down as an incomplete pass.
Soddy band played like it was the 1st down, so I don't think they saw that play happen.
3rd down and 8 now.
Make sure you got the receivers covered here.
Dodd, well, he's patient back there as well. Over the middle, almost picked off there.
Bottoms had to go low to try to get it, and just off the fingertips.
So that one is going to fall incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down and long, and this time they will punt. After 2 possessions of turnover on downs, they will punt it away this time. And the Cherokees should have good field position at the end of all this. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. McMinn maintaining a 35-7 lead over Soddy Daisy. We'll look at some scores in the next break from around the area and around the region.
Soddy just taking their time to get this off.
Here's the snap. It is good. Kick is away, end over end. It hits us at the 45-yard line. Picked up. I think that's Bottoms. Makes his way to about the 43-yard line. And that's where the Cherokees are going to take over for their 3rd possession here of the third quarter.
Score of interest here. Walker Valley up 41-6 over Ooltewah in the third quarter at Ooltewah. Stone Memorial 28-7 over Loudon in the third. East Hamilton now pulling away from Lenoir City 35-14 in the third quarter. Sequoia will stay winless 49-6. They're trailing Signal Mountain at home in the fourth. Tyner trailing Marshall County at the half 20-18. Tyner undefeated 4-0 right now. Let's see.
Glad Tyner's off our schedule.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. Polk County loses at Meigs County 38-8.
Here's a snap, handoff to Peanut Dyer up the middle, got running room over the 50, inside the 40, inside the 30, still running. They're trying to drag him down, takes 3 of them. Now the ball pops out inside the 5-yard line, but they're going to call him down.
The official even showed how the knee was down.
Yeah, the official got down on one knee to show that it was down. What a run by Peanut Dyer, and quickly the Cherokees are back on it. The ball is marked at the 12-yard line.
I thought he was going to drag both of those defenders to the end zone with him.
I did too. Here's another handoff.
Yeah, give it to him.
Straight up the middle. Why not? This time they bring him down inside the 10-yard line. Might have squeaked forward to about the 8. It is possible to get a first down as this drive started at the 12. Jared, I'm going to call that about the 8, aren't you?
Yep. So I'm with you on that one.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Oak Ridge up 35-7 late in the 4th over Cleveland. Telecono Nada tied at 14 apiece.
Here's a fake handoff, and now Lawson comes going to his right, now comes back to the near side. He's going to have to run the football, makes a spin move inside the 5-yard line and close to the first down. He's doing a lot of running tonight.
All the way across the field, and Yother is going to be hurt here for Soddy Daisy. He kind of took a block coming back across the field. It wasn't a blindside block, but it was
he's holding his
tough one.
Looks like he's holding a knee there, and that's a little scary.
Might be the collision there.
The ball's going to be marked at the 3-yard line of Soddy, so it wasn't enough for the first down, but with the it looks like he might be cramping. That's the player that's down on the ground. That's the way they're treating that, it looks like. 1 minute and 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're just going to keep it right here with the score: McMinn County 35, Soddy Daisy 7. And Jared, there's still a quarter of football to play here, but the Cherokees look to have this one in hand.
Yeah,
with a 4-touchdown lead.
You put this one in the end zone or a field goal even, and it's the 30-point rule, and the clock's running in the 4th. And we saw how quickly the 3rd and 4th quarter went last week in Lenoir City. It's just a huge advantage when you can do that to a team.
So the Cherokees, halfway through the season, going to be standing at 4-1, which is pretty impressive. Certainly they were in the game that they lost with Walker Valley, and I thought Walker Valley played a perfect game.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that every trip out.
We've talked about that a lot since that game, and they didn't make any mistakes really, except for a fumble.
Back to play here at 3rd and 1. Direct snap to Peanut Dyer. He's going straight into the end zone is all he's doing. Haven't seen that look before. Nope. So a direct snap to Peanut Dyer. He just takes off right up the middle. No way they were going to stop him. 1:05 to go, and the lead has been extended to 41-7, and that will put this game into the mercy rule for the last minute and a half of this third quarter. And as long as it stays over 30 points in the fourth quarter, this clock's going to keep running. So here's the shift over into the point after formation. Sorry, Kruskauskas, you're not going to be catching a 2-pointer tonight. Just got to keep kicking those extra points. Here's the snap to Bottoms, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. McMinn extends the lead to 42-7. Back in 60 seconds.
Introducing the brand new app for McMinn County Schools on Android and iPhone. It's everything McMinn Schools in your pocket. This is the home screen. Tap the schools icon in the bottom right to select a specific school. Tap the 3 horizontal lines in the bottom left to see all the menu items. To turn on push notifications, tap Settings and select Turn on Notifications. The Events section shows a list of events throughout the school. You can use this button to add an event to your calendar, or tap here to share the event with friends and family. The feed is where you'll find updates from administration about what's going on throughout the school, whether that's celebrating a student's success or reminding you about an upcoming deadline. Search McMinn County Schools in the App Store or Play Store to explore the app for yourself. It's everything McMinn Schools in your pocket.
Cabinets, Osmond Flooring, easy to find and well worth the drive at 2412 Congress Parkway South, across from McMinn County High School in Athens.
Kickoff's taken at the 3-yard line, and it's advanced up over the 15, over the 20, up to the 22-yard line, and that's where Soddy Daisy is going to take over. First down and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Dodd just running.
Yep, Dodd into the game. And he fakes a handoff, going to try to run around the left end, looking for running room. Takes a big hit over there. Is that Akers?
That was Isaac Akers just laying a big hit to him.
He's getting up a little slow as well. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. So at the end of 3, we're in the mercy rule. At the end of 3 quarters, it's McMinn County 42, Soddy Daisy 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Did you know that All Things Exterior has the largest selection of vinyl siding and metal roofing in this area?
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
Your Community Health Mart Pharmacy, we provide personal services to make your life easier. Our dose compliance customized medication packaging.
Tucked between 2 major Tennessee cities, perfectly placed in the foothills of the Smokies, you'll find a unique community filled with extraordinary people. Students who are full of inquiry. They discover who they are and who they were created to be. Faculty who are more than teachers. They are mentors guiding the next great generation. People are the heartbeat of Tennessee Wesleyan University. We are because you are.
8. Clock will be running in the mercy rule. We got a new quarterback in there now. He's rolling to his right, throws over the middle. It's complete up over the 35-yard line. He's going to have a first down. And let's see who that new quarterback is. It is Kane Cochran, a freshman, getting some time in there.
Well, he found the big receiver. And
he did.
He did exactly what he needed to coming into this game.
So they advance the ball for a first down up to the 38-yard line of Soddy Daisy. Nice start for the freshman.
He's trying to earn some more playing time after this game.
He looks like a small kid out there. Gets the snap, hands off straight up the middle. And that's going to be Alexander, fights his way over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pick up of 3 on the play.
That was Ramey, I believe, in there again on that one. And I tell you, McMinn has laid some hard hits on Soddy Daisy tonight on the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're going to remember us, that's for sure. Kane Cochran now in at quarterback, number 6. What a game tonight it's been for McMinn, getting into that mercy rule again 2 weeks in a row. We're going to start to see some other players in there probably on the next possession or so. Here's the quarterback rolling to his right, looking for a receiver, finds a big receiver again over the middle, but this time not as much of a gain, maybe a couple of yards, maybe 3 up to the 45.
It was Isaac Akers on the hit, sending him backwards.
We'll credit the freshman out there, staying cool, under control.
And I believe that pass was to number 4, Hollis, Aiden Hollis again.
So up to the 45, it's going to be third down and a long 3. Got to get to the 48. Freshman looks to the sideline for the call. Cochran looks a little confused. Now I think he's set. Here it is, a straight run by Cochran right up the middle. Nothing there. Maybe a yard, I guess, up to the 46-yard line. Akers playing a good game out there.
Yes, both Akers are. And
Bryson Akers.
Cam Green right there with him, wrapping him up.
It's a gain of 1 on the play to the Soddy Daisy 46-yard line.
It's about a half a yard.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 3.
Clock. This is the thing about the mercy rule. That clock already under 9.5.
Wow, it's going to end quick, assuming they don't get a score. So they're going for it here at 4th and 3 with the freshman quarterback. Everybody lined up. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to be under pressure immediately. Completes the pass for the first down. Ball came out, I believe, but I think he had it long enough. So they're going to mark him into McMinn territory at the 49-yard line.
So that was Waters once again, the 6'4" wide receiver.
Big kid. They got a couple of really big kids out there.
I mean, Hollis is listed at 6 foot even, but looks like a good-sized wide receiver out here. McMinn does have Tinsman in here. Of course, and Tinsman caught a touchdown pass last week. He'll guard Hollis.
Quarterback back to pass again. That one's batted away.
Jonah Martin got the big paw up there.
He's better rolling out than just standing back there. You're going to have to roll him out, I believe.
He's definitely a mobile quarterback, that's for sure.
Well, you got to think about it. Here's a freshman out here at quarterback, 2 seniors ahead of him that are already out of the game. One's injured for sure. Maybe the second string guy that maybe Dodd that came in, he limped off a little bit. So, but here's the future maybe for Soddy Daisy. 2nd down and 10. Cochran awaits the snap. Gets it. Now they do roll him to the left. Got to throw across his body. It's complete and tackled almost immediately, but they are going to move the ball down to the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and long, though. Sitting at the McMinn 46-yard line. Now the clock down to 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this football game. Cherokees are going to take their 4th victory of the year. Maybe more importantly, the 2nd region win. They'll go to 2-1 in the region. And another region matchup next week at Ottawa.
Go down to the Owl Nest down there.
Cherokee fans, remember we went down there last year. It rained like crazy for a while. Here's the snap. Looking over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. And I don't think the receiver wants to go over the middle anymore. It was a little
between Akers and Maddox Frazier. That's injury waiting to happen.
Yeah, he didn't want no part of that. Brings up a 4th down and 7. Clock under 7 minutes to go in this football game. Colton Sneed comes into the game. Cam Green comes into the game.
Well, they're getting ready to set this one up. McMinn Central on their way to knocking off a 3-0 Scott County team, 33-14.
Wow.
Even their record at 2-2.
This receiver down here is almost offsides. I don't think they call it. Ball's out. Ball is out. The quarterback gets down on it, but it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the ball is going to go back to the possession of McMinn County, and they're going to be in Soddy Daisy territory. The ball just popped away as he was trying to roll out to the right side. And it's going to be a loss back to, again, the 44-yard line of Soddy Daisy, and it goes as a turnover on downs. McMinn County takes over for the first possession here in the second half. Again at the Soddy 44-yard line. Clock.
Lincoln Watson coming in as the tailback here.
Lawson stays in the game. The receiving core, I think it's mostly starters out there.
Yep.
Other than Watson. I think you're going to see Watson get some carries. Here is the jet sweep. They're going to go to Frazier, and he's going to have to cut back the other direction. Just nothing there. He's fighting forward to get a couple of yards.
Don't give him maybe one out of that. But
that jet sweep, if it's not there initially, boy, it makes it tough.
That's the thing. Like, a lot of times you can use it with a speedster and get around that corner, but if the defense can catch it early enough, it most of the time it's going for a bigger loss than a gain.
So a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Clock now going under 5 minutes left in this football game. This will be maybe the last drive for the Cherokees. Here's a handoff to Watson. No, he pulls it back. Throws to Goodner on the outside looking for running room. He's going to try to struggle up forward close to the first down marker, but probably going to be about a yard short. They're going to mark it at the 36-yard line. And he's got to get to the 34, so it's going to be 3rd down and a couple.
Just that little wide receiver screen to Goodner. And we know Goodner was out for a game, so we've been trying to work him back into the offense.
He may still not be 100%.
Right.
Here's a handoff to Watson, and he's going to have enough for the first down inside the 25-yard line. marking this one, I believe, at the 34.
Yep.
So first down and 10 for the Cherokees. Again, clock moving fast. Now at 4 minutes to go in this football game. 42-7, McMinn County over Soddy Daisy. Lawson still in the game. Straight back to pass. Looks short, now throws long, and it's caught. And it was tipped by Kessler into the hands of Frazier, who runs the ball inside the 10-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And Kessler throws his hands up celebrating too. He's like, do I get the assist on that? Like, how's that work?
Down to the Soddy 7-yard line where it's going to be first and goal right there. And I think you're going to see nothing but runs here.
Yeah, clock already under 3.5 minutes now, and it barely ran one, maybe two plays.
3 receivers split to the right-hand side here. Again, only 2 defenders, so it's open over here. And it's handed to Watson. Luke Lawson kept it and jogs into the end zone again pretty nonchalantly. I tell you what, he faked me off. I thought it was handed off up the middle, but that wasn't the case. Lawson goes into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's going to push the score up. McMinn County 48, Soddy Daisy 7.
And you're exactly right. It's nonchalant. Like he's got speed. We know that, but he just kind of jogs his way into the end zone right there.
Just steps his way in there. We got coming into the football game to hold. This is a big deal right here. Young lady.
Garinger. Yep.
Young lady comes into the game to make the hold. She gets it. She does get it down. Here's the kick. Oh, and it's off the sidebar as well. No good. With 2:21 to go in this football game, McMinn County 48, Soddy Daisy 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Athens and
From emergency heart treatment to diagnostic imaging,
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
Offense that's a lot of fun to watch.
It is, and again, we've talked about it. There's so many different people involved in this offense. I mean, you've got an offensive line that is probably hands down one of the best in the region, if not in all of East Tennessee. And then the quarterback play along with the running back and Dyer and just the wideouts and what they're able to do. It's just a fun, high-potent offense to watch in person.
So Soddy Daisy returns the kickoff up to the 27-yard line. They're going to have it first down and 10 from there, and they're only going to run a couple plays here. It's 1:35 to go in the football game, running clock. Quarterback, that's the freshman again out there. He's going to make a throw to the right-hand side. He likes that. It's complete. It's going to be positive yardage up over to the 30 to the 32-yard line.
That's throwing to Waters, the big kid again.
If nothing else, they're going to be pretty pleased with bringing Cochran in, and at least on that first drive, he was going against starters for McMinn, so he didn't look bad. A little bright spot there for Soddy Daisy.
Cherokees get a couple of new players in. Number 82, Brendan Johnson, going to play safety here for him late.
50 seconds to go here in the football game. Here's the snap to Cochran. He's going to look deep down the sideline, and that's got to be a flag there.
Just took the officials.
The receiver was breaking open, really taken down out there by the defender for McMinn. I couldn't see who it was on that far side, but he really tackled him And it was actually a smart play.
Yeah.
Because it's going to cost them 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. But otherwise, that's probably a touchdown.
I think it was Josiah Dyer, and it was one of those. I think maybe his feet got tangled up, but as he knows he's going down, he kind of, hey, I'm going to take this receiver down, if I need to. And, and it is a smart play as far as rather that than give up the touchdown. So
you hate to call an interference call a smart play, but I really think it's a touchdown. Otherwise, if he doesn't reach out and trip up the receiver before he falls down. Now, I don't know how Coach Cakel's going to grade that out when they start looking at film. So it's going to be first down for Soddy Daisy. Now the clock at 32.4 seconds. Someone called a timeout.
Soddy Daisy did. Yep.
That's the only reason the clock has stopped. It does stop for change of possession and for timeouts and for injured players.
Yeah, because I don't know that they would have got a play off by the time the chains and setting the ball and everything after that.
I think they're going to let him throw it again right here. Why not? Waiting for the snap. Cochran has it. Straight back to pass. He's going to look deep, and he's going to let it fly. Good position back there by the DB. Tinsman comes up with the interception. We're calling.
Oh, they call it
out of bounds? Was he out of bounds? Wow. I thought of course, it's on the far side of the field, so we can't exactly see straight down the line. But Tinsman was there, and you could see it when it was thrown, that he was right there. That's going to do it for this game. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Cherokees are going to go to 4-1, and they're going to go to 2-1 in region play, and they got Ooltewah next week. Well, stay with us, folks. We're going to take a quick break here, but remember that ahead of us we've got Coach Bo Cagle, head coach Bo Cagle, coming up to the press box